The Senate has established an ad hoc committee to inquire into the Solai Dam tragedy. The committee, chaired by Makueni Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr., is grilling the National Construction Authority, NEMA and the Meteorological Department on their knowledge of the dam, whether its construction was within standards and why the tragedy occurred. We are now joined live by Silas Apollo, who has been following up this story. And Silas, good afternoon. We understand that the Construction Authority now admits that indeed they don't know the owner of the dam, neither do they know who constructed that dam. What else can you tell us?
Yeah, Ken, that is the most surprising, I think, of the events that has taken place today. The National Construction Authority, which is tasked with investigating or probably giving permits for the constructions of buildings and dams, today admitting that it was not aware of when the dam was constructed, who the owners of the dam are, despite reports linking them to the Patel family, as well as whether it was built in compliance with the laws and the regulations that are governing buildings in this country. And so one of the questions that was being put forward to the Construction Authority was whether even a physical assessment report had been done on the dam. But from the revelations that the authority was giving is that none of this had been done before, that the dam was constructed in the late 80s before the construction came into being. And so they've not been able to do an assessment of whether there's the ownership, whether it was done in compliance with the law, or whether it was done right according to what was supposed to be done.
And Silas, now we understand that the National Construction Authority intends to do a forensic audit. Tell us the scope of this audit. What exactly are they looking at, just apart from the ownership? What else are they looking at?
The scope of the assessment of the audit that they've told the committee they're planning to do is one on whether this dam was constructed based on the recommendations that are supposed to be done, the recommendations by the government, whether an assessment was done by the owners of the dam, whether during the time that the tragedy was happening, there's also been concerns of cracks having occurred at the dam. So they're going to look at was the volume of the water that was being held up in the dam was at par with the recommendation that it was given. Of course, the reports that were being given was that the liters of water that was at the dam was in millions of gallons of liters of water. And so the assessment that the audit is supposed to look at basically the physical, the physique of the dam, whether it was, whether the construction was done in line with what was supposed to be done, and whether the laws and rules were followed in building up the dam.
All right, Silas, and finally, the name of Mansukh Patel, the alleged owner of the dam, did it feature in that conversation? Was it mentioned by anyone?
Not at all. That wasn't mentioned. Actually, even NEMA itself said it was not aware of who the dam is linked to. Some of these reports, they say, were just carried in the media and the press. They are not aware of who exactly is the owner of the dam. So the name of the Patel family did not feature.
Right. Thank you very much. That's Silas Apollo reporting from Parliament, where the Senate was grilling the National Construction Authority on the Solai Dam tragedy that cost Kenyans lives just